Hello.
Hello. Now, as a lot of you know, I took a bit of a hiatus from making videos in Amberlynn. It was a little over a month long, and it's kind of funny what you see when you do things like that. I went totally radio silence when it comes to Amberlynn Reed. The thing is, when I got back, I was cracked up. I almost thought it was kind of funny if it wasn't so sad. But when I looked at Amberlynn's videos, I really started to notice something. You see, she started to redo her old cycle again, and now it looks like she has even another plan, and some people were recommending that I should take a look at it, so that's why I'm here. You know I'm a slave to the rhythm to you guys. A little Michael Jackson quote for you. But you know that I'm a burden for the punishment that is watching these videos, so I'm here, and I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to see what's up, and I'm glad you're here to join me. Now, before we get started, I just want to say, if you do enjoy the video, of course, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't like to ask that a ton, you know what I mean? It's not fun for me to pause a video to ask that, so if you do enjoy it, please don't forget that. That's my only ask. I'll ask again at the end of the video. There. Now you don't have to worry about it the whole video. Now we can continue. Let's jump into it.
Let's do a grocery haul situation. Grocery haul.
Oh yeah, and before I forget, and I know she just said it, this is new diet plan plus grocery haul in her title. Just, you know, that's what's there. I'm thinking it's not going to be a phenomenal video, just looking at the likes to dislike ratio, but hey, when in Rome, right?
Situation. Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing, boo-boo? What you doing? How you doing? Okay, I don't know what that was, but I am going...
Amberlynn, you got nothing to be embarrassed about. That was awesome is what that was. You got Amberlynn, anyone ever tell you got a face for radio?
To explain, I have been debating back and forth if I wanted to make this video because
Let me cut you off right there, because you know people aren't going to be happy. It's called My New Plan. It's a new diet plan, right? Why? You know people are going to be mad about that, and you want to know why? For the new people, in case you're wondering, it's because last month she had a new plan, and the month before that, a new plan, and the month before that, you guessed it, a new plan. Whoa, it's almost like there's a pattern, and no matter what, you won't stick to any plan, and you'll go a day or two in, and then just cancel it just to restart. But you know what? I digress. Please, you have the mic.
I know a lot of people have very, very, very strong opinions about what people eat, how people lose weight. So
Sure, people have strong opinions about that. Health is super important, but what I think you're misunderstanding is that when I am with a pal, or if I was gonna make a YouTube video and I was gonna say that I was gonna go get a Pepsi or something like that, nobody would think twice. The reason people get mad when you do it is because you said your channel was a weight loss channel, and instead of your weight going like this, it's going like this. That's the issue. It kind of makes you look like a little bit of a hypocrite.
I know a lot of people have so many opinions about what people put in their mouths, and a lot of people think that their way is the only right way. So I'm kind of nervous to be making this video because I really want to follow my doctor's orders.
What a smirk. Was that like a really cute and coy? I really should follow the doctor's orders, but I'm not going to. I'm so bad. That's what you sound like right now. I don't trust that you actually want to follow these doctor's orders. And actually, I think I had heard that you may have already given up on this. We'll hear it out. We'll see what's going on here, but we'll see what's up. It also surprises me that you're afraid to put this video out there for the feedback because of what the diet plan is, and not that it's a new diet plan. See, I think that's what's getting mixed up. People don't care what your diet plan is as much as they care about you starting another new one that's probably just gonna get thrown out the window again. So what do you want?
My weight, I swear, like that, I've always wanted to say that. No, my weight loss doctor. I want to follow my weight loss doctor's orders because he's done this before. He has lost weight himself and he's kept it off for like, I think he said 15 years, and he has so many patients, hundreds and hundreds. I'm pretty sure probably thousands. I'm gonna be real.
Wow, you're really hyping this guy up. It'd be a shame if you didn't follow this one through, huh? That would kind of make you look like a fool, wouldn't it? If you hyped up this guy to this point, and then you just didn't follow the plan. Like, what if I came to you, and I was like, dude, This new drink that I have is the best drink I've ever had in my life, dude. You'll be blown away by how awesome this drink is. And I go on about it for like 2 days, and then day 3, you're like, hey man, what happened to your drink? And you're like, oh, that garbage, psh, I'm done with it. And then they do that every month. Wouldn't at some point, when they start recommending to you or showing you their new drink, wouldn't you start rolling your eyes and be like, yeah, okay, man, I'm sure it's a great drink for now, for today, for you. You know, isn't that what happened?
That he's worked with, like, in the past, like, ever since he became a weight loss doctor. Even just while I was there, like, there were so many people in the waiting room. I
don't really care about how much of a rock star your doctor is. No offense, I'm sure he's fine, but sweet. Wow, he had so many people in the waiting room. You should have seen it. That's the hallmark of a great doctor's office, is a huge, full waiting room, right? I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit.
He knows what he's talking about because he's made tons of people lose weight. So yeah, this video is a like grocery haul / what am I gonna be eating for the next 2 weeks, because that's when I'm gonna be seeing him again, is in 2 weeks. And he wants to check on progress, see what I've been eating, how I've been eating, how much weight I've lost. So
okay, so you're gonna go to the doctor and you're gonna get a checkup, and he's gonna check on your health, is what you're saying. In other news, grass is green and the sky is blue. There's no new info here. You're just rambling about nothing. And you know what's funny? I jumped ahead and she was still talking about the gosh dang doctor and how awesome he was. Amberlynn, you better. I'm telling you, if you're off this, you better get back on this, because you look like a fool, man. You look like a goon when you're talking about how awesome this doctor is. And then all I'm saying is you better stick with this one. That's my request to you. If you don't, I'll give you one of these, a shaking fist.
I don't want to go into like grave detail because I'm going to talk more like about that in my vlog and such. But this video is strictly what I'm going to be eating for each meal that he told me to eat. I'm not just like making this up and pulling this out of my butt, I promise. He told me what to eat, how much to eat. Fun thing is, I don't have to count calories. I am so excited for that, I can't even.
That is kind of nice. It's something, it's a weight off your shoulder, you know? Counting calories, I get it. It can be super daunting because it's like a limiting thing when you go into it. When you go in to have a good meal, the thought is, oh man, I can't wait to have this awesome meal. But then there's always that little nagging side of you that says, oh, but you can't eat too much because you can't go above this level of calories. As soon as you get rid of that and you have the ability to effectively eat whatever you'd like without having to worry about it, I think that those tend to be the best diet plans, because I think a lot of people tend to eat out of boredom as opposed to actually being hungry. And when you give people the ability to eat as much as they want, whenever they want, yeah, it just tends to help. It just tends to help because then they can eat out of boredom without causing as many problems.
He told me the reason why he doesn't want me to count calories is because he doesn't want me to get overwhelmed and stop. He says a lot of people who count calories fail. So I was like, that's true. I've been trying to count calories my whole life, and look at where I'm at now.
That's a good point. But I don't want that. I don't want you to rely on that too heavily, Amberlynn. That's my only request to you. Don't fall back too heavily on that, because counting calories is still kind of important. Like, you don't have to go nitty gritty with it, but maybe have a ballpark amount. Like maybe within like 500 or 1,000 calories as to where you think you are for the day. I think that there's nothing wrong with that. And the way you kind of said that made it sound like counting calories isn't the solution. I'm not saying it's the end all, but let's be real here. That's pretty important when it comes to losing weight.
So for my first meal, I don't have all the ingredients for that. So I'm gonna have there's 2 options. I'm gonna have eggs with bacon, which that's something that I personally love eating, and you guys know that. I don't have the bacon now. I have to go to the store and get it.
Eggs and bacon? Man, that's like one of my favorite meals. Did you know that? I love eggs and bacon. Over easy eggs, dude. A little bacon, a little toast. Dip the egg and toast and stuff into the burst yolk. Psh. You can't beat that. That's one of the best meals there is. You know what I mean? A little crispy. I like my bacon a little crispy, though. I don't like it when it's like all flimsy and shaky. I hate that. One time I was watching Bambi, and remember when they're eating the bark off the trees? That's how I want my bacon to be. I want my bacon to be like bark. I want to go. I'm just kidding. I like a little crisp though.
Is dinner. what am I going to be having for dinner?
Hope it's okay with you guys. I skipped ahead a little bit to the part where she talks about dinner. For lunch, she's having like some frozen potatoes or something like that. It's like an easy make meal looking thing. And she was talking a little bit about her program. Essentially, what it is, it's high protein, low carb, which seems to be all the rage now. And it sounds like there's certain times she has to keep an eye on calories, like certain times it has to be under 400. So it sounds like they might be mixing in some sort of intermittent fasting in there. But yeah, that seems interesting. I just wanted to get you guys all caught up, and now we're here talking about dinner.
So, just to put it super easy, he said, do meats, veggies.
What were you eating before that wasn't meat or veggies for dinner?
For my dinners, I really love turkey burgers. So that's super just easy. I put these on the air fryer and bam, ready to rumble.
Oh, that actually does sound really good. A turkey burger on an air fryer? You're making me hungry, man. Jeez, what are you doing that for, you gal? Stop it, you. Stop it, you. You.
Another option is my chicken sausages. This is something else that people make fun of me about.
Wow, you really like this guy, huh? Well, if you like him so much, why don't you marry him? Ha! Just kidding, that guy probably makes bank, man. Did you hear about how many guys he has in his waiting room? You have no idea. Full.
That's super unhealthy. You're not going to lose weight eating those. My weight loss doctor thinks otherwise.
Why? Because they look like your fingers? Oops.
I didn't want to seem super picky. So I thought he was going to be like, okay, well, you know, if you need a snack, or I thought he was honestly going to say, have a snack in between each meal, because a lot of doctors say to do that. So I was expecting him to say, you know, choose one of those, switch it out so you don't get bored, da da da. No, that's not what he said. He said, choose one of those snacks and eat that every single day for the 2 weeks, and then come back and see me and tell me if you're sick of it.
Oh my god. That's so crazy, huh? Whoa. That doctor, he must be something. He sounds like an eccentric to me, but what do I know? I'm not a doctor.
Snacks. He named off 4 different types of snacks. He said, which one of these do you like? Do you like beef jerky, almonds, cottage cheese, or Greek yogurt? And I was like, I mean, I like all of those. I don't like Greek yogurt, but...
You know, I don't like Greek yogurt either. Or cottage cheese. I like beef jerky though, and I like almonds. But let's be real here. You're telling me that if you got offered a packet of beef jerky or a packet of almonds, you'd grab the almonds? No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
And I was like, okay. So he's like, which one do you choose? I chose peppered beef jerky.
Yeah, are we surprised? Was anybody surprised? Would anybody have made a different choice? Anybody who isn't a vegetarian, would they have made a different choice? Like anyone in the world who enjoys beef jerky at least a little bit, you're telling me they would have, like, if you were sitting down and you're hungry right now and you wanted a snack and you had a nice piece of beef jerky that was seasoned right there in front of you and you had a handful of almonds, which one are you eating?
This is my freaking favorite.
Language, please.
This is my favorite brand, favorite kind, favorite everything. So what he said to do with that is he said have 1 serving, eat it, and then walk away. And he said 30 minutes later, if you really feel like you need more, have another serving.
That seems like it makes sense. Because sometimes, like when you eat food, I don't think your body doesn't realize, right, that you're getting full right away. That's like a big issue with eating fast. They say you're supposed to eat slow because that way you actually like get to fill up. You feel your body getting full. But if you eat fast, you don't realize that you're full and you just keep shoveling food in and then you overeat. I think that's a thing, right? So that makes sense, a little 30-minute break because it gives it a chance to settle in the tummy. This guy knows his stuff. It's almost like he's a doctor or something, huh?
That you could do that a few times a day, but he said that I'm going to get sick of it, so then I'm not going to want to snack as much. I don't know about that because I love me some beef jerky, let me tell you. So
I'm in the same boat, man. I don't think I would get sick of it. I'm sure everybody would, but that seems like the kind of food. If you get sick of it, dude, just switch from pepper to teriyaki or whatever other flavors there are of beef jerky. That's a flavor of beef jerky, right?
So I'm gonna be real. I am very nervous. I am very nervous to do this program and to work with this doctor and to eat this way, because this is very much like how a person eats after they get weight loss surgery and stuff.
Amberlynn, you need to do yourself a favor and get out of your own head. Quit thinking about how other people eat and think about how you have a doctor here that just made a personal recommendation to you on a diet plan in order to get you back on track. Think about what's going to work for you, okay? You're not coming out of a surgery. You're someone else. So quit trying to compare yourself to these other groups, get out of your own head, and quit trying to sabotage yourself. That seems like it's the biggest issue. I hate that. I hate when she does that. I'm just so nervous to get started because blah blah blah. Insert any excuse, literally, and it will fly the same way. It's just ridiculous, man. Get out of your own head. You were just talking up this guy about how much of an expert he was to all of us, and now what? You're gonna say something about how it's maybe not great, how it's not gonna work.
And I didn't get weight loss surgery, so I'm not used to eating low carb.
Yeah, we can tell you're not used to eating low carb.
I've never really done low carb. I've had low carb days on accident in the past while counting calories, but I've never strictly tried low carb and actually stuck with it and did it for a while.
What is low carb? Is it low carb just a regular thing, or is that the same as like doing a keto? You guys should comment below. What is it? Is there a difference between low carb and keto? What do you think? Also comment, what do you think about this, huh? You think she's gonna stick with it? If so, how long? You know, that's a good question. And also, here's another one. Could you guys follow this diet plan? It seems like it's fine. I feel like there's a generous amount of food there to keep you going throughout the day. Plus, you can snack on beef jerky. That sounds cool to me. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments.
But this is what he wants me to do, and I told myself over and over, no matter what this guy tells me to do, I'm gonna just do it.
Bullshit.
And that's scary for me, that I'm putting my weight, my life, how well I do, and everything
into what? The hands of a trained professional who does it for a living? Yeah, that's freaky, huh? Amberlynn, did you see how many people he had in his waiting room? And you don't trust him? Weird.
But I just know that if I do what he says, then I'm gonna make progress. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I need to learn how to talk before I film.
Yeah, you do. But you know what? About the first thing that you said, about how you know that if you follow his plan, it'll work. Follow that feeling, right? Follow that feeling. Just apply those rules to your life, let go of the control that you have, and give him the reins, honestly, at this point, right? If the guy is as great as you say he is, then let him take over. Let him do it. Let him help you, Amberlynn. That's all that we want. Because it sounds like what you want. It sounds like in order for you to be happy, the weight needs to drop off, right? And in order for the weight to drop off, the doctor needs to help you. So in order for you to be happy, let's connect the dots here, right? Boom, boom, boom. The doctor needs to help you. So come on.
So I just know that, and I just hope, because all weight loss doctors are different. Like, that is something I very well have noticed.
Right, because all people are different, and there's, how long has this science even been around? And we learn new things every day, and new technologies allow for different things, and there's even different foods that are made. So, yeah, what's your point?
All have their own different plan and the way of losing weight. I just hope that this one works for me.
The way you say that, Amberlynn, makes it sound like there's only one plan that can fit each person. You know, like you make it sound like there's 100 different weight loss plans out there, and each person in the world will only be able to do one in order to lose weight. I don't think that's true. I think for you, there's 100 of them out there, and 98 of them could have helped you, but you just keep quitting them. And I'm hoping it's not going to be the same for this one, Amberlynn, but I've been hurt before.
It's helped so many people that I do believe that it's going to work for me. I'm scared of change, and this is a big change.
But change can be good. Go, Amberlynn. Be the caterpillar. Enter into your cocoon and emerge a butterfly.
And I know I'm going to get a lot of negative comments about the food, about the program, about this and that, but I'm not here to hear it. I'm not here to hear it. You know, everyone has an opinion about something, and I happen to not want your opinion on this situation.
Yeah, it's probably fair. I mean, you don't need to hear our opinion, but it's not always about what you want. So you're going to hear our opinion. You know why? Because you're putting it out on the open in the internet for all to see. That's what kind of cracks me up about that one, right? I don't really care what you guys' opinions are. I don't know why you're even commenting on this. Because you put it there. You filmed this, edited it, and put it on the internet for us to see. Why wouldn't we talk about something that's out there in the public domain for us to see? It seems a little odd, but anyways, I mean, that's pretty much it right there. We have our look. We have a new program. It sounds like she's getting guided along right by this new doctor. Like I said, I don't want her to be unhappy. That is really what it comes down to. And I think that for her to be happy, she has to lose the weight, even if that means her YouTube suffers, anything like that there. It seems like that's what she wants. And if that's what she wants, she has to start making moves towards it. She has to start taking little goals that will add up to her big goals. And I feel like the best way that she can do it is by giving the doctor the reins. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What do you think? Do you think this program could work for her if the doctor gives her the reins? What do you think about the food she has? I don't really care. It seems fine. She was saying the chicken sausages weren't that great or something. Who cares? If the doctor says she doesn't have to worry about calories, then don't worry about calories, okay? Like I said, follow the doctor's advice. He probably knows more than we do about it anyways, right? I'd assume. He's a doctor, right? And like she said, he had a full waiting room, so I don't know why. I don't know why he wouldn't know more. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I have a Patreon. I've been doing some creepypasta reads, some little things here and there that don't fit in the main channel. I've been putting as unlisted on my channel, and then I'll link them to Patreon. As it is right now, any tier can get it, so feel free to check that out. Check me out on Twitter, Instagram as well. It's all by the same name, Yestervark. That's how it's said, right? And I think that's everything I had to say, right? So you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good one.